Have you ever felt overwhelmed by life? Like everything around you is out of control? The news, your job, other people's behavior, even your own emotions? What if I told you that over 2,000 years ago, philosophers discovered a simple system, a way of living, that can bring peace, clarity, and real strength even in chaos? That philosophy is Stoicism, and in today's video, we'll dive deep into how Stoicism can become your philosophy of life. By the end, you'll know what Stoicism actually teaches. It's not about being emotionless, how to apply Stoic principles every day in work, love, stress, and success, and why this ancient wisdom is exactly what our modern world needs. So stay till the end, because we'll finish with practical steps and a challenge you can start today. Life isn't just yours, it's everywhere, it's everything, and we're here to explore it all. Be curious and stay curious. Our story begins in Athens around 300 BCE. A man named Zeno of Citium, a wealthy merchant, loses everything when his ship sinks. Broke and searching for meaning, he wanders into a bookstore, picks up a book about Socrates, and something clicks. He spends years studying philosophy, then begins teaching at a painted porch, the Stoipoical. From there, his teachings became known as Stoicism. Later, Stoicism spread to Rome, influencing powerful minds like Seneca, Epictetus, and even an emperor, Marcus Aurelius. What's remarkable is that Stoicism wasn't created for academics, sitting in ivory towers. It was a philosophy for real life, for slaves, soldiers, merchants, and rulers alike. It asked one big question: how can we live a good life, no matter what happens around us? At the heart of Stoicism is one powerful insight, what the Stoics call the dichotomy of control. It means some things are within our control, others are not. Your opinions, your reactions, your choices, that's your domain. Everything else, weather, luck, other people, the economy, is outside your control. The Stoic secret? Focus only on what you can control, accept what you can't. It sounds simple, but think about how many problems come from fighting reality, from wanting things to be different. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. Once you deeply understand that, your stress, anger, and anxiety begin to lose their grip. The Stoics believe happiness, or eudaimonia, meaning human flourishing, comes from living virtuously. They identified for cardinal virtues: wisdom, knowing what's right and acting on it; courage, doing the right thing even when it's hard; justice, treating others fairly and with integrity; temperance, controlling your desires and impulses. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to practice one of these. Someone insults you? Practice temperance. You fail at a goal. Practice courage. You're unsure how to act. Practice wisdom. That's how Stoicism transforms ordinary life into a training ground for character. Now, you might be thinking, that's great for ancient philosophers, but how does it help me deal with my boss, my bills, or my phone addiction? Here's the beauty of Stoicism: it's timeless. In our age of social media outrage and continuous stress, Stoicism is like mental armor. When news headlines scream panic, you pause. When people offend you online, you choose reason over rage. When life doesn't go your way, you remind yourself, it's outside my control. Modern psychology even confirms this. Cognitive behavioral therapy, one of today's most effective treatments for anxiety and depression, is built on Stoic ideas. The Stoics were basically the first self-development coaches teaching emotional intelligence 2,000 years ago. So how can you actually practice Stoicism today? Here are 6 proven habits from the ancient masters. 1. Morning reflection. Each morning, ask, what can I control today? What might go wrong? And how will I respond? This prepares your mind for the day's challenges. 2. Evening journaling. At night, review your day. What did I do well? What could I have done better? Marcus Aurelius did this daily, and his meditations are still read to millennia later. 3. The dichotomy of control. When stressed, pause and separate. What's mine to influence? What's not? Then act only on the first list. 4. Negative visualization. Imagine losing something you value, your job, health, or comfort. not to scare yourself, but to appreciate what you have and reduce fear of loss. 5. Memento mori. Remember that life is finite. Far from being dark, this makes each moment shine brighter. Marcus wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." 6. Practice the 4 virtues. Make them your daily compass: wisdom and thought, courage and action, justice and relationships, temperance and desire. These habits aren't about perfection, they're about progress. Let's test these ideas in real life. Scenario 1. You lose your job. A Stoic doesn't deny the pain, but they ask, what's under my control? Updating my resume. Learning new skills. Networking, yes. The past or other people's decisions, no. Result, less anxiety. More focused action. Scenario 2. Relationship conflict. You can't control another person's emotions, but you can control your own tone, patience, and empathy. That's justice and temperance in motion. Scenario 3. Daily annoyances, traffic jam, someone rude, perfect Stoic training. Instead of reacting, observe, breathe, practice equanimity. Each challenge becomes a classroom for your mind. Before we wrap up, let's bust a few myths. Myth 1. Stoics are emotionless. Wrong. They feel emotions, they just don't let emotions control them. Myth 2. Stoicism means being passive. No. Stoics act courageously and ethically. They simply accept outcomes they can't change. Myth 3. Stoicism is cold or selfish. In fact, Stoics believed in justice and compassion. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself, we were made for cooperation. Imagine living with this mindset in today's chaotic world. When your phone buzzes with bad news, you stay calm. When others complain, you stay focused. When uncertainty hits, you act with purpose, not panic. That's the Stoic advantage. You become emotionally resilient, ethically grounded, and mentally unshakable. Stoicism doesn't remove life's storms. It teaches you to stand firm in them. As Seneca said, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. So maybe the challenges you face aren't there to break you, but to shape you. If this philosophy resonates with you, don't just nod and move on. Live it tonight. Write down 3 things you can't control and let them go. Tomorrow morning, choose 1 Stoic virtue to practice, maybe courage or temperance, and start your own Stoic journal, a daily conversation with your better self. Remember, you can't control the world, but you can control your mind, and that changes everything. If you want more videos like this, deep dives into ancient wisdom and practical philosophy, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future episodes. Comment below. What's 1 Stoic idea that hit you hardest today? I read every comment, and your reflections might inspire someone else. Thanks for watching. Be curious, stay curious.